Close to $1 million could be coming to the city of Medford to help with housing projects.
But the city can't use these funds until it hears from you.
Joining us live is Newswatch 12 reporter Luke Doughton in studio.
Luke, good morning. What can you tell us about this grant funding and why this public input is so important?
Amy and Brinkley, good morning. The public hearing is this Thursday night at 6 at the Medford City Hall. Public feedback is important because it can influence how the city uses grant money that we're talking about. Money is called Community Development Block Grant Funding. The Department of Housing and Urban Development requires public hearings on projects set to receive block grant funding. The funding, it goes into two separate categories: public service and community development and housing projects. Medford's planning director, Matt Brinkley, says this funding is important because some of these organizations rely on inconsistent funding streams otherwise.
A lot of the organizations like Maslow Project, for example, they rely on private donations and foundations, endowments, things like that.
The Maslow Project falls under the public services category for this funding. They support homeless youth in Jackson County. During the Almeda fire, many local students lost their homes and they had to move into new school boundaries. The Maslow Project continues to help those students by providing transportation to their original schools. This helps give those students just a sense of their normal school lives before the fire. Going to these public hearings gives you the chance to have your voice heard in local government. It also gives you a chance to understand how these funds will impact your community. Live in the studio, Luke Doughton, Newswatch 12.